I didn't pick up. I dropped my trumpet.
Welcome back to Johnny Custom Glock's Frontside Press. That's what we should all do that. So there's nobody up there.
I dropped my trumpet.
We got a good show. Jeff's gonna try to have me stroke out tonight. He wants to talk about revolvers. That's the second night in a row. All right. So I'm here with Julie, who doesn't want to talk about it, and Jeff, fist bump, who does. All right. So we're talking about that. We're talking about the show we did last night. All right. Had another great night over at Shark Coast doing their podcast. It's just always a good time with those guys. Right. Who we have? We got Will, obviously, Omar, right? Luke, and the awesome
newly minted U.S. citizen, Omar.
That's right. Very proud of him. Very proud of him for a bunch of reasons. The kid's gonna be a rock star. But if you ever get a chance to go to one of those ceremonies, okay, it's like the greatest 4th of July party ever. I've been to, I think, 3 or 4 of them, and every one of them is just awesome. So if you ever get a chance to go with somebody, you get invited or whatever, definitely take them up on it and go to it. We're also going to be talking about, was it Girls Night Out?
Yes.
We'll be talking about that. Okay, so let's get to spanking the sponsors. Go ahead. What is it?
GNO. I said GNO. Girls Night Out.
It is a GNO.
It is.
It's like a good
GNO.
one.
That's what I said. GNO.
All right, so we're going to spank the sponsors. All right. So our king sponsor, man, he's really getting talented with that thing.
Yeah.
Pick it up off the
Johnny Custom Glocks. His life is way too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. So go get yourself a Johnny Custom Glock trigger. Where's the box? Oh, it's way over there. It's over there. Oh, did you see my new mug?
I did. That's cool.
Right.
ACG.
So get yourself a Johnny. If you're rocking a Glock and you ain't rocking a Johnny Custom Glocks, then life sucks for you. Because life is way too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. So get yourself here. Let me do the thing. Get yourself one of these. These are for the 43s, 43Xs, and 48s. All right. So if you got one of those things, that's what you should be rocking. Okay. Check out.
I may or may not be having one installed on a Glock that I may or may not own right now.
Just saying.
Hypothetically,
just saying, may or may not. This is some professional bragging shit right there.
Yeah.
That's it. For everything, it's like, ooh, I may or may not have it done on a gun that I may or may not have.
Hypothetically, tentatively, non-binding.
Here it is.
This is the wrong one.
What are you doing? Why are you looking at that
Jumped
one?
out. I don't know. We were on the right one.
I'm not fixing. I'm talking.
All right.
I'm spanking sponsors.
Ooh.
So our jester sponsor, Sean Hilton at smokeshow3d.com.
Woo-hoo! Yeah, baby.
All right. Hooking us up with the Armor's blocks, keychains, stands, stuff like that. All right. Go check them out. And don't forget when you're checking them out to put your FSP 10 to get 10% off. Because if you ain't got an Armor's block and you got a Glock, right, you must not be taking it apart. Did I drink this one?
Yeah.
No.
That's what the gunsmith.
All right. And then for giving up the hours on the simulator, all right. What was the name of it? No. Self-defense Emporium.
Self-defense Emporium.
We're getting there. We're almost there. They're tightening everything up. They're locking everything down. We got lights. We almost got freaking stalls in the bathroom.
Yeah, you almost got working bathrooms.
It's important.
Nice.
Yeah, I think the toilets work. I'm not going to try it until they don't have any stalls.
You're still using the bushes out back?
Yeah, it's like, you gotta go. The world is my urinal when you stand up when you pee. Right now we got the 3 toilets, like basic training, like there's no stalls. So, sitting there taking a dump, reading some other guy's mail.
I looked in there the other day and thought, I hope they're going to put walls up.
I don't know. I think they're actually going to put a urinal in the men's bathroom. I was very excited about that because
oh, nice.
I don't want to be cleaning piss off toilet seats all day. So everything.
So you're getting there then. You're getting
We're
there.
getting there.
You're getting
Yep.
there. Range is still open though. Range is open.
Yes.
The
When
range
you
is
go
open.
there, walk in and say, "Are you guys open? This used to be a range. What is it now?"
Yeah, this
And
used to
then
be a
you'll get a
range.
discount. You'll get a discount on your membership. Oh, and then
Yeah.
say, "Well, I need to buy this gun." You'll get an even bigger discount on the membership.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
But definitely ring the doorbell, walk in halfway, and go.
Right.
Is this still a range? And when we say,
Are you open?
Yes, then go like this. Are you open?
Yeah.
Yep. Do that.
It
That'll get you a
never
discount
gets
on the
old. It gets better and better every day.
Maria wants to see your mug.
Oh, you guys see it.
Yeah.
You gotta see
Range
it.
is open.
And it's
Hey,
going
that's
these. So
That's a freaking revolver mug. Why didn't you get yourself a non-revolver mug? I hear they're so much better.
Wow.
well, because this one never jams.
It doesn't. None of them do.
This is a
Revolvers never
birthday
jam.
present.
Very
Full
nice.
coffee. That is kind of cool.
That was from Lori.
Cool.
She gave me that, and then won a gun.
Nice.
So, all right.
All right, so you are open.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are going to be going there soon. Good. Self-Defense Emporium. And go to, as always, Musings with MGL on YouTube. I'm getting closer and closer to 10,000 subscribers. I'm like 1,200 away now or something like that. So share, tell all your friends. Go to YouTube, Musings with MGL. You can do it on Rumble as well. You can do Frontside Press on Facebook. Go over to Rumble. Go to all those places. Like, subscribe, share. I got $16.48 last month from YouTube for my ad revenue. So I just got to keep that money train rolling. Keep it rolling. So load them up. Like and share.
You'll be able to pay off law school in no time.
I did that a long time ago.
All right.
It'll help with the more.
Here's the
mortgage
toast.
stuff.
Did we think
Who?
Sean already?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo! You were too busy screwing up the
Yeah, I
Facebook.
know. I know.
Woo! Yeah, baby, yeah.
We have 9 people on.
Rocking and roll. So 9 people better have their beverage of choice because here we go. This one actually smells really good.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to make this
Ooh.
short and sweet. Okay. Ready? Do you know what rhymes with Thursday? Alcohol. Woo! Woo!
Or Diet Coke. One of the two. What was it this week? Some pineapple bourbon or something?
This one is called American Metal. It has butterscotch, vanilla, corn,
It was close.
toast, caramel, honey, sweet, roasted, and creamy. There you
How many
go.
damn things
It's pretty
they put
good.
into one freaking type of bourbon? A lot, apparently.
It's good. I don't know if I'd
As long
want
as
to
it's
drink
good.
like
As long as it's
a
good.
giant glass of it.
No, just a little shot's good.
All right.
Shots
all
are
right.
always better.
All right. So what are we talking about first?
Last night.
Last night. Let's talk about last night first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Let's give some shout outs.
Do it.
Go. Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah.
No, all right. So last night we went to Shark Coast Tactical. Anybody who's anybody in the local gun community knows what Shark Coast Tactical is. Will and the guys over there do a podcast. They don't do a live podcast like we do. They pre-record it, then they edit it and make it look all fancy and cut out all the, stupid stuff that they say or I say or whatever. Unlike us, we do live. Yeah, they're smart. Exactly. They don't go live where you can get taken down because people take your words out of context. But setting that aside, we went there last night, did their podcast with him. I've been on it before by myself with the guys, and you've been on it before by yourself with the guys. So Will thought it'd be fun to have
Julie.
both of us on there. Oh, that's right. You and Julie went on there before. So Will just thought it'd be fun to have us on there together last night. So we were all on there last night.
They tried to set up a trap, but they didn't fall for it.
You think there was a trap, but there was no trap.
There was a trap. You were foaming at the mouth, waiting.
Oh,
I
Sean says, "Oh, I know Shark Coast Tactical. I'm just not allowed there." What
Yeah.
have you done?
There might be a few people on that list.
Oh,
But what did we set you up about?
I don't remember. I was
don't remember
sober
either, because it
remember
wasn't a
shit.
setup. It wasn't a setup.
Oh, well, they say.
We
They got a
talked
guy, two guys down carrying a revolver. Will's talking about how he carries a 22 Magnum revolver.
Yeah, there was some weird. He started off by asking everybody what they carry, and some people are weird about that, but we didn't care. So everybody went down the list and talked about what they carry, and yeah, we get down to a guy at the end, and he's carrying a revolver, a J-frame revolver, even better.
Carrying a Taurus.
And that Taurus, yeah, you're right. It was a Taurus J-frame revolver, and then sometimes Will says he carries this little NAA, or what is it, the National, whatever those things are.
51 22 Magnum.
Oh, that's right. 22 Magnum, that's right. It was Magnum, so we talked about how Magnums are better than regular 22s. And so, yeah.
Shut it.
That was something we talked about. We talked about can Tesla people shoot people who are keying their cars or bombing their dealerships? How you can defend yourself in those situations.
I said just yell at them. They'll just fall to the ground and start crying.
Right. Well, that's what he said. Yeah, call them a name or make fun of their pink hair or their colored hair or whatever, and all start freaking out. So yeah, that was a thing. And we talked about and with those dual motors, they're so fast, just take off. So we had a little bit of discussion about Tesla. He was asking you about what the state of training is these days. Has there been a decrease in certification trainings because you no longer need to have the permit? You can go without permits, or are you seeing a decrease in sign-ups? What are some of the things that you hate that you hear other instructors say that they're not supposed to say about, in their classes, and who's instructing wrong? And then we had a long discussion about how Will is terrified of the beep machine that goes off when you shoot guns. Terrified of it.
Save himself $140. He's afraid of it.
Terrified of it. He didn't see the point in it. But no, we had a cool. Oh well, we're not going to get on that tonight because we'll get banned by YouTube. But we had a nice long discussion about Freddie Mercury, and then it kind of went off into a conspiracy section there for a little bit. We talked about some assassination conspiracies and some other weird conspiracies.
Yeah, I got to look up both those things.
Yeah, I never looked them up either. I'm afraid to go down those rabbit holes. I've been down those 2 a.m. YouTube rabbit holes before, where you start watching a video and you're like, and then you get another video. Next thing you know, you're like 4 hours into, why things are the way they are or whatever. And it's kind of like, I don't like those rabbit holes anymore. So try and stay away from them.
Yeah. Sean said it's going to be on YouTube in 3 weeks approximately. So
what? The show?
Will?
Yeah.
It takes a long time to edit us and make us look good. So 3 weeks sounds about right.
We got to bring the mic volumes down on mine because I'm screaming.
Yeah, when you bang in the microphone, Mike does those things with his hands, and he's like banging in the microphone that's right in front of his face. And
Eric's like, I got to learn to not give him like a headset.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. It was a good couple hours, so it's a nice long conversation. So hopefully when that's ready to be put up, we'll be able to share a link or something so people can watch it. What else did we talk about? What do you remember else? What else did we talk about? What was fun?
I don't know, but I got to say this. Like, I got to get some of the, headphones and mic. But I got to tell you, you guys sound sexy as shit.
Yeah.
Like, hey, baby. It's like Barry White coming through. We'll say, and then we'll go on. I was like, hey, Mike, can you answer the question for me? And I'm just like, wow.
Yeah.
Just like,
well, that's what happens when you have professional
when I yell at you now.
Equipment. That's what happens when you have professional equipment instead of just using the mic on your iPad.
That's not true. I don't use the mic on my iPad. My laptop.
Okay. Laptop.
Get it right. Take me out.
I at least have an actual microphone. I got the fancy actual camera. Remember the one that moves whenever I move that makes everybody seasick sometimes. So yeah, you've got I at least put a little bit of money into my equipment.
Yeah, you sound just like me.
That's not true. I sound just like this, baby.
Let me help you out. That is not how you sounded last night.
I've got the
You were trying to sound like that, but last night it was
microphone.
like, damn, I hope I sound
Got
like
a
this.
voice and a face for radio.
I'm trying to like talk really fast so I can see if I can hear myself. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, we're up to 11 people.
We're rocking and rolling.
What else we talked about? Oh, we talked about how
Hey.
Julie's mean on the. We talked about how Julie's mean on the shooting range.
On the range.
Oh,
I was like, Julie's so nice. Jeff's like, she's so mean. She's mean.
only if
Yeah.
you pull out your gun behind us. Yeah, then I'm
Right,
mean.
like so context. Right, so context again, Michael, is everything.
Well, here we
so
go.
Yes, the context was Julie is mean to you if you're being unsafe. If you point your gun a quarter of an inch the wrong direction, she'll yell at you. If you try and unholster your gun in the wrong area of the range, she will throw you off the range. So yes, Julie is mean when it comes to safety. Unlike Mike, who just stands behind you and yells and barks orders at you because he's a dick, not because he's trying to actually keep you safe or whatever. It's because he's being an ass.
I'm a motivator. I motivate people.
Yeah. That's what I told Will. I was like, you think that beep sound freaks you out when you're trying to shoot? Try having a guy standing in your ear going, you suck. Why'd you shoot that way? Come on, load faster. Load faster. Why are you even out here? I'm going to give you a refund because you're wasting my time. Yeah, try shooting under those scenarios instead of listening to a beat.
Oh, yeah. I totally got to use that one.
Hey, Yogi says.
You should use that one. That's it. I'm giving you a refund because you're just wasting my time.
Yeah, or go take up fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go take up fishing.
Tell that story.
This guy comes up to me. I'm sitting at Take Aim one day, and he comes up. I'm eating lunch, right? And he goes, hey, Mike. And I'm like, hey, what's up, man? He goes, you remember the first time we met? And I go, nah, I mean, I know who you are, like, but I don't remember the first day we met. He goes, you were sitting right there, and I come up off the range. I showed you my target. I go, what do you think? And you looked at me and said, I think you should take up fishing.
Yep.
What did Yogi say?
She said Julie's an arranged Nazi.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm okay with that when it comes to safety. I'm okay with that. I'm not okay with that necessarily when it comes to training. Like it's an episode of Full Metal Jacket every time you go out there. But setting that aside,
she's like the safety sister, and then we can
Right.
get her those little SS things on her collar.
Ooh.
now let's hold off on the SSs on the collars when you go out there. We also talked about how Mike tells everybody in his classes that if they like Nancy Pelosi to get the fuck out.
That's not true. I give them the option. I say if you're a fan of Nancy Pelosi, then you'll probably want to go get your money back because you're probably not going to like this class.
Yep.
That's it. It's because she don't think you should shoot bad guys, and I do. That's it. Legally. If it has within, give me some sort of waivery thing there, Jim.
Only if you're in imminent fear of death or great bodily harm or attempting to stop a forcible felony.
Or loss of sight,
Mm-hmm.
which I always thought was great bodily harm, but whatever. All right.
Loss of sight.
So what else we got coming up?
We have girls' night out at her fitness gym.
You go there like 4 times a week.
I do.
You don't know the name of it?
To train. So this is Mothers Helping Mothers on May 1st, which is a Thursday night. And you want to come out, and they have like 60 vendors there with all kinds of different things to offer. It's going to be a lot of fun. They'll have some dancing. The Emporium will be there. Jeff and Mike will be there. It's going to be an amazing night.
We'll be doing a show live from there.
Yes, it's going to be great. You guys need to come.
Are we going to start at 8 or is it going to start earlier?
7.
It's supposed to be 7. I'll be there probably at 5, setting up and getting things ready. But we'll have some stuff in the swag bags, maybe some free shoots or possibly something like that.
Yeah, we'll give some free shoots away. We'll probably give an hour away on the simulator.
Yeah.
Maybe like an hour on the simulator and a private lesson.
Yeah, possibly a drawing or something like that. And maybe the best shooter, which we
yeah,
did last year.
Yeah, we'll do that.
It was Gail won last year.
Yeah, Gail won.
Yeah, you guys had the little game competition thing, right? People could come up, they could sign up, they can shoot the laser thing, and whoever gets the best shot ends up winning a prize or whatever. It was kind of cool. It was in the parking lot in front of hers fitness gym. Is that what it's called?
Her fitness gym.
Her Fitness. Okay. Her Fitness Gym. It's in
Her Fitness Boutique is what it's actually called.
Her Fitness. Okay. I'm thinking Boutique. That's not what it's called.
Her Fitness
It's
Boutique.
on Fruitville in Sarasota, so it's in the plaza there where Daruma is, the Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's on the corner. It is on the
Northern
east
Tools or whatever it is. Yeah, it's in that plaza there.
Yeah, the northeast corner of Fruitville and Honore. It's in that plaza there.
What's the Chinese
Public
food?
Played Again Sports.
Daruma.
Yeah.
Daruma, the Japanese steakhouse. Woo, Japanese egg roll. Yeah, that's it. It's in that plaza. Taco Bell, Northern Tool Company, Played Again Sports, Public. Yeah, in that plaza. And they block off the whole parking lot. And we'll be there live, doing it live from the start.
Doing it live.
And then we're doing it live. And then they have the place was doing exercises in the parking lot there. Ladies came out and they did some of their exercises live there in the parking lot. There's other booths set up there. There was other charities and other workout related places or whatever. So it's kind of neat. It's like a little street carnival thing in front of the place there. So yeah, come on out in person. Obviously, if you can, it's a lot of fun. They block the whole area off, so it's a lot of fun. If you can't come out in person, obviously watch and then see how we are live. Hopefully we'll get a signal. Last year it seemed to work all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't let me be in charge of that signal.
Nope.
Nope.
Just you saying that gave me anxiety.
I know. Me too.
I think I'll have to use the hotspots on the phones like we did last year.
Yeah. That'll work.
Hopefully it'll work out.
Phone.
Yeah. Your phones. Sean wants us to know if you should come out. Absolutely.
Definitely.
Right. That's what, yeah. Like I'm saying, come out in person. If you come out in person, come out in person. Do what? Oh yeah, yeah. It's a safe space. It's called Her Boutique, but they'll allow men to come on that day and give them charity and win money and stuff like that. Or not.
We'll figure out something to give away.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely come out in person. Like I said, they have lots of other booths there. They had a massage tent set up last time. One of the massage places came out and set up a little tent there. Yep. So yeah, they have a bunch of cool stuff. Bring the kids. I brought my daughter last year. I know Mike brings his kids. So you bring the kids and we hang out and have a good time. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Gabriel should be there if he's not doing something. Like Austin should be there. Hopefully, the Kemps.
Oh, by the way, Austin had a birthday recently. He turned 16 and got his driver's license.
Nice.
He's getting old. Hey, you know who else has a birthday?
Who?
Schaefer. Mark Schaefer's birthday today.
That is true.
Hey, happy birthday today. Happy birthday.
Very proud of Mark Schaefer. Like watching him just climb the friggin' ranks.
Yeah, he's come a long ways.
Yep. He's my Mark.
Yeah.
Yell at him all the time. That's my Mark. That's my Mark. Ah!
Well, we talked about that last night too, because Will was suggesting, you should have classes for kids and stuff, and Mike's like, I've been doing that for 25 years, and there's a kid that I taught, and now he's the best shooter in the country, et cetera, et cetera. So we had a nice little talk about Austin last night in the show too.
Hey, Vern Varela wants to know if he can bring his dog.
Sure.
Yeah, it's an open parking lot. There's it's just a parking lot. You're not going inside. It's outside in the parking lot, so you can certainly bring your dog and walk around. I don't think anybody would care.
His wolf.
Have him.
We'll put him on. We talked about dire wolves last night. I'm thinking
how
bigger than Tito.
What's a dire wolf?
Yeah, we talked about dire wolves for a lot last night too. That's a conspiracy. That was one of the conspiracies. Dire wolves.
Yeah, they've been extinct for 10,000 years or something like that. They're the ones that they had in what's that show?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. The big giant ass white. They're 7 feet long. They're 200 plus pounds.
Like a werewolf? Or
right.
A real dog?
No, it's a wolf.
No, it was a wolf from 60 million years ago. So
yeah, so it's
bigger
this.
than the wolves we have now.
You know what a coyote compared to a big ass gray wolf or whatever?
Yeah, they're
all right. This would be a gray wolf, and that's the difference. That's how much bigger they are.
Okay.
They're 7 feet long.
Wow.
7 feet, that cane Corso.
I was going to say your neighbor's dog's that big.
It's pretty big.
Well, yeah, there's a few dogs these days that'll be I think that is dire wolf or part dire wolf anyway.
The first time I ever stood there and just looked at a dog, and I'm like, this is going to hurt, but let's do it. Let's see who's king of the neighborhood. Thing broke through a fence. It's got a 5-foot fence around the yard, and it stands up. Right, so the dog's probably taller than me.
Jeez.
All right, stands up and looks over the thing, and it just barks. Right, so I got Percy out there on a leash. Right, so they got the giant ass freaking dire wolf, right, black dire wolf, and I got a dog named Percy. Right, and I hear this snap, and I'm like, "What was that?" And I look over, and I'm like, "Uh-oh." I see that one thing's gone and the other one's bent in half like this. And then the little dog comes charging through. And I'm just like, uh-oh. Right? So I get Percy in the house and I'm like, don't go inside. So I close the door. Because I knew if I went inside, they would come to the door.
Yeah.
And then there would be a problem with the dogs up against the glass.
Yeah.
So I just threw him in a leash in there, which is funny because he's on one of those retractable leashes.
Yeah.
So he... Like, after everything happened, I come back and he's still in the same place with the leash. Like, if you let the leads off a horse, the freaking little one's coming at me. The little one's probably like 100-some pounds. And I'm just like, oh. And I just go, get the fuck out of here. And he goes, like that. Then he runs between my house and the neighbor's house. And then I looked up, and here it comes. I'm like, this is going to fucking suck. And he just got close. I just went, get the fuck out of here. And he went, then he turned around and ran. And then the other one came back and they ran. And they went between the two houses, right? So I'm just like, oh, now they're loose in the neighborhood. So I freaking go throw a shirt on and some shoes, head out the door. And I get up. I go, there's like a T, a stop sign, right? Mm-hmm. And I get up there and I'm looking that way. And I see one car stop. And an SUV stopped. I see someone getting out. I'm like, I'm like, they either hit the dog or they're trying to take it, right? So I'm like looking like this, and then the little one puts its nose on the back of my calf, and I about shit in my pants.
Scared you,
right?
Huh?
I was like, ah! I turn around and they're both freaking sitting there, and I'm like, go home. And the two of them just and they go down the freaking sidewalk, It's like a giant ass dog and a cow going down the sidewalk. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm like, not the house, this is the house. And they just keep going. I'm like, hey, get back here, right? And they just turned around. They just came back to me, and they just went to the door. So I'm there like, ding, dong, ding, dong, ding, 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 dong, ding, dong. Lady comes up, and I'm just standing there, and she's like, opens the door. She goes, oh, don't tell me they broke the fucking fence. I'm like, they ruined it.
Wow.
But that thing touched me in the back of that cat.
Wow.
Like, you say, I about crapped in my pants. Like, now I know where that comes from, because I about crapped in my pants. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Corey says the timber wolf is bigger than a gray wolf.
All right, so it's like a coyote to a timber wolf.
Must be.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I can't
How
keep
many
track
wolves
of
do we have in Florida?
We have coyotes. I don't think we have any wolves.
Swamp wolves, coyotes. Like rat dogs.
Yeah, they hunt in packs.
So, what else we got?
What else do we have? Jeff, what do we have?
Anything else to talk
That's
about?
all we got coming up. We talked about last night. We talked about coming up. Well, I thought the main topic we were going to talk about is a good segue from what we were just talking about, revolvers. That was the main
that's right.
conversation we had last night on the show.
Oh, yeah.
And I know you wanted. I know you were so anxious to talk about it again. So we're
Yeah,
going
I'm
to
so
talk
thrilled.
about revolvers. So, why don't you tell people your position on using revolvers as everyday carry firearms?
Oh.
Like,
And
before
why?
everybody
And I'll tell you why it's wrong.
Like, before you start with are you trying to tell me that I can't protect myself with a J-frame revolver? I'm like, I can protect myself with my friggin' thumb. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make it better than a friggin' Glock 19. So let's, before we go and start getting all the dumbass comments from, oh, don't make fun of my J-frame. It's light and it's small. It's like a bad option. All right. So let's do this. What are we looking for? Okay. And a self-defense pistol for EDC.
Lots of ammo and easy to reload.
All right, so let's go. There's two. So I would like lots of ammo in my gun, and I want to be easy reload in case I run out of lots of ammo.
Yeah.
Well, you're only going to need 3 shots. Well, I wish I had that permit. I wish I had I could only be attacked by people, right, that you're only going to have to shoot 3 times permit. All right, because if I could get that permit, I'm going to bump it up. and I'm going to get the permit that says I can't be attacked at all, so I don't have to carry a friggin' gun.
There you go.
How's that? Well, you only like everybody, 3 shots. I'm like, yeah, tell that to what's his name, Eli Dickin.
Oh yeah.
All right, because he had to shoot that son of a bitch 8 times. Tell that to Travis, who had a guy.
That's placement, though. Placement.
What's that?
That's all
Travis
about placement, though.
No.
Travis shot a guy 16 times, 15 plus 1 in the plate, in the paper plate right here, and the guy
But
died.
how many were in the
16.
head? You got to take out the computer. I've seen those
Oh
movies.
yeah. That would have worked.
Shoot him in the head, but
Put him in that.
But
you're still gonna be able to do it.
But revolvers don't jam. Your
All right, so
other guns will jam.
here's where Veritas came from. Okay, this is where Veritas comes from. So I'm going to use this bad example to make the good point. Right. So what happened is I come out one day out of the classroom, I take aim. There's some guy at the counter, like this big giant guy with a big cowboy hat on, right? And his significant other, wife, girlfriend, whatever, is like this tall, right? So he's out there. I got to get a revolver, one of those snub nose revolvers for my lady here, because they're small and light and simple, like her. And I'm like, oh, that's just wonderful. So I go out there and being able to mind my own business as I'm going behind the counter. He says something. I go, what do you carry? And he goes, I carry a Glock 21. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, that's the big Glock in .45 caliber. All right. So I go, how come you don't carry a revolver? He's like, my Glock's 45, whatever, right? I'm like, well, aren't you afraid it's going to jam? He's like, my Glock never jams. And at that point, I got bored because it was no longer fun making fun of him. So I went home, called Jesse, right? And we started Veritas, right? But that's where it came from. The guy says, well, my Glock never jams, right? But she's got to get a revolver because they never jam. Right?
Revolvers don't jam.
They never jam, except all the time. But people just don't consider it a jam because it doesn't stovepipe or whatever.
Right. If they jam, if it doesn't go off, you just pull the trigger again.
Just do it again. That's right. So it doesn't count.
You don't have to be fiddling with your
Right,
arthritis fingers to where you can't figure it out.
Right. It's so complicated. It's really hard to do this. Whew. Hold on. I need a break.
It is.
Okay. So let's see. So we want easy to reload. We want a bunch. Not that that's the number one thing, but that's just already came up. All right. A bunch of friggin' ammo. Okay.
Good trigger.
We want a good trigger.
Yeah.
Because something about an 8 to 10 pound trigger just, I don't know how they can't do this, but they can do this, over and over with 8 to 10 pounds with just one friggin' thing, whatever. Okay. I love the crappy ass sights on a revolver. Right. And then the whole aggressive recoil is really fun. Like if I was carrying a revolver and some guy tried to mug me, I would just be like, I'll tell you what, take this and shoot me with it. Because it'll hurt less than pressing the trigger and having this aluminum 38 special, jump all over.
Well, right. That's why you get a 22 caliber or 22 Magnum.
Right. 22 in case I get attacked by a fucking rabbit.
Right. But it's better than nothing.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
So is a book of bad words. Give me everything you got. Fuck you.
Better than nothing.
Kiss my ass. That's better than nothing.
Right. It's better than nothing. That's what
better than nothing. Well, why spend the money and just buy a semi-automatic?
Yep.
Well,
because first off, because women can't do it. They don't have the hand strength and the muscle strength. And the old women definitely can't do it.
Right.
Oh, right. Watch out there, man.
Here's the deal. This is what I rate everything on. I have this lesson with this lady, Beth Beck. Right? She comes in, let's just say Beth's a little bit older than me, comes in, retired school bus driver, right? Sitting down, breaks out a J-frame, and I'm like, you're going to want to get something different. And she starts yelling at me, and I'm like, look, I don't care. I'm not a salesman. I'm not trying to sell you anything, right? I'm just going to let you know if you're here for self-defense, you're going to want something better than that. So she's all mad. Like, don't get mad at me. I didn't sell it to you. Right? She goes, I'm not buying another gun. I'm like, okay. Right? So we go out there, and she is the first woman to prove me wrong on a revolver. She shoots like the quarter right out of the gate. Right? 5 shots, pow, 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 pow. I'm just like, holy shit. Like, I don't know. I don't think it's that hard. I'm like, so right away, we start moving into other things. Right? So now we go to reloading it. Then we go to reloading it under stress. And she just gets to the point where she's at her peak with this gun. Because what I say is, I'll teach you to use that gun to the best of your ability. But the day you get there is the day before you buy a Glock. And that comes from Beth Beck, because she realized that I was right. Mm-hmm. She realized no matter how good she gets with it, and I tell you, she was pretty good, right? But no matter how good she gets with that gun, okay, it's just not going to be enough. Like, she is going to outperform when it comes to reloads and stuff like that, because it just takes too friggin' long. So the next day she bought a Glock 19.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say what you want. Like,
but where are you going and what are you doing that needs that many rounds of bullets?
Right.
What neighborhood are you hanging? What type of people are you hanging around that you need more than 6 bullets? I don't understand.
Right. Well, it's 5 bullets. You don't even need 5. You just don't go anyplace bad. Like, I don't understand why people come and they take these, my concealed weapons class. It's like, why? Just don't go anywhere bad. That's what I hear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you need something better than that? Well, I don't go anywhere bad. Oh, okay. Well, that's a fucking secret.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Listen, everybody, listen up. All right? I don't want anyone to go anywhere bad, and then there won't be any crime.
Right. Don't hang out with the wrong people.
Legalize marijuana everywhere. We're good. That's it. There'll be no more crime. Right?
Yes. Don't go anywhere bad.
That's it.
Well, I don't know. I don't think you're disputing any of my arguments.
Do they need to be disputed?
Yes.
Corey, I prefer 30-30 caliber revolver.
30-30 revolver.
30-30. You can buy those revolver reload things, those little circle things.
I'm like, what's he talking about? The speed loaders.
Yeah, you've seen those the little circle speed loader things.
Because those aren't complicated.
There you go.
You and then you put them in. And then you got to close it up and then go like that. By that time, I've unloaded half a friggin' mag in you of 9mm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but when they see that revolver come out, they're gonna be like, shit, that's some Dirty Harry action going on. They're just gonna take off.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know what George Custer's last words were?
I wish I could have reloaded.
I wish I had a Glock 17.
I don't think that was his last words.
That's what I heard.
Like, oh shit. Or, fuck you, engine. It's probably fuck you, engine, something like that.
Mike told me 6 wasn't enough.
So, all right. So obviously, I don't want people to clip this out of context and be like, "Oh, just making fun of old ladies." That's not. That's not. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm playing devil's advocate, obviously. So, Skinny has a famous phrase when people say Glock or revolvers don't jam. He always says, "That's not true, sir. They jam every 5 or 6 rounds." Because that's true. Because then you're out of bullets, obviously. So that's about the jamming thing.
It's like this. Let me comment on that. All right. If my Glock 19 with a 17-round mag or a 15-round mag in it jammed every 5 shots, like it came with a certification that said this is certified to jam every 5 shots, it would still be better than a fucking revolver. Because I can clear a jam like that compared to reloading with your speed loaders. All right, I'm done.
So
but
Yogi,
but the ladies, Mike, the ladies aren't going to carry Glock 19s. They're too big. Sorry, Julie, go ahead.
Okay. Yogi says, my first gun was a Smith & Wesson 38 hammerless featherweight. I carried it when I rode my bicycle long distance. Thank goodness I met Mike and learned I could and should carry a semi-automatic. You got it, girl.
Thanks, Yogi.
Yep.
but they're light and they fit in my pocket.
Well, that's
So
what I'm
does
saying.
this.
A woman, an old woman wearing her Sunday dress isn't going to carry a Glock 19 with 3 extra 15-round mags when she goes out.
But you got to carry a revolver?
No.
Yeah,
Where'd you gonna
it's
put that?
one
Cleavage?
tiny little J-frame plastic revolver that weighs like 6 ounces that fits either snugly in her purse or snugly in her panties or something. I don't know.
Coming from the guy that carries a G42,
Right.
which is like 2/3 the size of a J-frame revolver and holds more
And
ammo.
I think it weighs
Less.
less.
So Mikey Breckle says, "How dare you, Mike? I've had guns all my life."
That's right.
All my life. I've shot revolvers
Coming-
all my life.
coming from a guy from this side of the counter.
Yep.
Like, please, I'm trying to help. I've had guns all my life. Don't tell me I need a Desert Eagle 50 cal.
Well, and I guess the other part of the problem is, and as I was saying earlier, I kind of fell victim to it because like I bought my mom a gun like 10 years. This was 10 years ago before I met you and really knew about the gun thing. So I mea culpa, but like 10 years ago when I was looking to buy my mom a gun, that's what I did. I bought her a little like 22 Magnum revolver because I thought that she's a 70-something-year-old woman. I'm not going to give her a Glock with all these extra magazines. She's never going to take the time to figure it out. So here's a revolver. Just point and pull the trigger and keep pulling it until something happens. And so, I think it's, for whatever reason, it is sort of like a stereotype. I mean, it's the gun owner, the gun shops that push these guns, I think, on people who come in to shop because they for whatever reason, just think that they're not going to want to learn how to do it. They're not going to carry it, and anything is better than nothing. So they push these little J frames on because they're not pushing them on the men. No man's walking in there and being like, "Hey, I need a gun. Oh, here's a little light J frame for you to carry." It's 100%
Like, here's a freaking
stereotypical thing, right? Yeah. It's completely a stereotypical like sexist kind of thing, I guess, for lack of a better term. That why these guns exist in the first place and who's carrying them and who's pushing them.
And it's still going on. And it's like, I started a company because of it.
Right.
It's just like I don't understand it because it's really not that hard. So
well, if I guess the thing is if because Will kept saying this last night. What if they got arthritis and their fingers are all like this? I'm like, well, they're not gonna be able to handle a gun anyway. If their fingers are that bad, they're not gonna be able to carry it, pull it out of their holster, do anything with it. So what is it? They should have a guard dog, I guess, at that particular point. But his position, and I think a lot of people's positions are. I'm not saying he's. I mean, you told him to his face he was wrong, so I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that the position is that you don't want anything isn't necessarily better than nothing because what you want people to have is the best thing that they can have, and they shouldn't settle for something less.
Right. I mean, that's my point. And it's just like they're like, here's the deal: if revolvers are that fucking good, people you would still see them. Like, when was the last time you saw a cop with a revolver besides watching Blue Bloods?
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? It's like, what military carries them?
Yeah. Sean says, the only one I don't want to come across with a revolver is Jerry Michalik.
Michalik.
You bet.
Yeah, but it's,
that's for show, though.
It's like this. People throw Jerry in my face all the time. Mm-hmm. I'm like, he is the best in the world. Yeah. Right? But I guarantee you, he wouldn't want to go up against friggin', what's his name? Who's my guy there? Who's
Brian Dover?
No, Bob. What's his name? He used to shoot for Glock. Robert. Go up against Max Michel.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or go up against himself with a semi-automatic.
Yeah. True.
Well, that's the thing. Like it's right. Is his everyday carry revolver? Probably not. I mean, maybe it is,
probably
but
not.
Even with how fast he is with a revolver, you still have the reloading problem that you're talking about. So you can put out your 6 shots in 1.2 seconds or whatever, but now you got to go to your second revolver that's in your ankle. Like it's kind of like it's one of those things where they just automatically come with a limitation.
It's like this.
You never know if somebody's on PCP either. I mean, 6 shots is not going to do it.
The thing with Jerry is this: he is the greatest ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Sure.
Right? You can go on friggin' YouTube and within 3 minutes find a half a dozen guys that could shoot a semi-automatic, a staccato, or something like that in the same amount of time.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like this. Like Julie and I both have the best. Like our best split is the same thing. It's like I think it's 0.13. It's either 0.13 or 0.14, but we'll use 0.13 because it sounds better. All right. That is a shot and then another shot with a hit on steel at 10 yards. All right.
Right.
0.13. You blink your eyes in 0.1. All right. So it's like we're not like
Right.
You know, winning world championships. You know what I mean? Like, and we could still shoot that fast. And it's just like, and I'm freaking crippled. Like, what can Jerry do with a semi-automatic? Like, what can he do with a staccato?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I doubt he's walking around with a revolver as his everyday carry, because even though you could be fast with a revolver, but the ammo thing is kind of like, look, I can show you statistics that something like 90% of all hand or gun self-defense cases are 2 shots or less. Like it's just true. That doesn't mean that you should only carry 2 shots, Joe Biden style. I'm just saying, statistically speaking, most self-defense cases involve 2 shots or less. But you never want to prepare for like the average. You always want to prepare for the outlier or the extreme. It's the old Cub Scout, Boy Scout motto, whatever, that, better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So it's all about options, and your best option is to have more options than what's limited. So I guess my question to you is, are you confident? I'm sure you are, that you could basically teach anybody who's willing to learn how to use a semi-auto and reload it with efficiency and rack the slide and everything else like that? Like, it's not anybody who's willing to learn. That's why I put that out there. It's something that people can do, is I guess what I'm saying. You shouldn't have to go with, well, they can't do it, so take a revolver. Like, anybody can do it.
Yes. Like, here's the deal. I've only been doing this for a little while, but I never had anybody that couldn't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just,
with no arms.
Right. Even, Gundula with no, she has no elbows. Right. And I taught her to shoot like this, like with a laser. So she was shooting a friggin' 226, right? And not only that, but she passed the fucking Florida G license test.
Oh yeah.
With reloading.
Right.
With reloading, like putting it down, hitting it, putting the mag in, bringing it up, hitting the button, bringing the gun back up, shooting like right here with a laser. You know what I mean? Like everything is always based off of her. Like, if she could rock star this, she was like a distinguished expert or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I remember some lady yelled at me, "I don't like the way you're talking to your friend." Jeez. It's like, fuck up.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan Smith is on.
Hey.
Coasty. Hey, honey.
That's because he's got to tell me that he's moving back to Florida, right, Ryan?
I hope.
I'll go run and get I love my Coasty shirt.
Yep.
But yeah.
So yeah. It's an interesting topic. I think it's a stereotype that people need to try and get past. Like I said, I mean, gun shops are trying to make their money. They're trying to make a sale or whatever. I get it. But revolvers are fun. Look, I got a couple revolvers. I don't carry them, but I have them. They're pretty. They're fun to shoot sometimes. They're fun to show your friends at the range or whatever. They're kind of cool. Just everybody should own, I believe, like at least one like nice revolver, just because it's like everything else. But it has its place, just like everything else. Everything else has its place, I guess.
Hey, it's 8:53. We need.
All right, let's go. All right. Did you bring the clipboard?
I did.
All right. So what are we giving away?
What are we giving away? How many times are we rolling?
We're gonna make up some stuff, right?
Are we giving away a revolver?
No.
Nobody can't give those away.
Anyway.
Not after this discussion, they don't.
We got to do the March giveaway.
All right, let's do the March. All right, so let's do this. Let's give away a block.
Okay.
All right.
A block? Sweet. I didn't know we were up to giving away guns.
Yeah, we're walking.
Oh, block.
There you go.
You have to enunciate.
All right, so hold on, let me get this
Wow,
out of
look
the
at how
way.
many people are up there.
Well, it's 98% of it's Sean Hilton.
Yeah.
I say it's
Then
all
Cole.
Sean, Jordan. Yeah. A default number. Jordan's on there. a
John,
lot.
you got to check your privacy thing so we know how many times you're sharing. Look at Jordan putting the time in.
Yeah.
As I said, Jordan's up there a lot too.
Yep.
Thingamajiggy.
I like it.
All right. All right, let's spin it for the honors block.
Bust the deal, spin the wheel. Jordan.
Jordan, you can get that when he comes in for his hour he won on a simulator.
The only way you're gonna get it if you go get it yourself.
All right, we're going to do two.
We're gonna do 2 chances. Or
Did you send her the ones for the March?
Thought she had them.
Does she have them?
I can give. I
Oh
can
my
give them to
God.
you.
All right, let's do this. Let's do the 2 chances. All right, and then we'll spin for March next week. How's that?
Okay.
And we can get it.
Yeah,
we
I've
can
got
get
them
Carrie
written
out
down.
of here.
Yeah. I'll
All right.
email them to her.
Yeah, this is for a chance to win an hour, not winning an hour, but a chance to
Not
win
the
an hour.
actual hour, but a chance to win. A chance at a chance.
Jordan
again.
He's going for the hat trick.
He is.
Ron cannot win tonight.
Mm,
World 2,
One more.
Sean 0. All right, here we go. Well, Kerry's number so we can text how many times he shared.
Yeah.
And Rick!
All right.
Woohoo! Nice job.
All right.
Good.
All right, so we're going to cut it off now.
Is that it?
Get Kerry out of
That's all
here.
the spins?
That's all the spins we're doing tonight. We got to get going.
That's all the spins.
Yeah.
We're spun out.
So, sponsors. Hit the sponsors.
So I want to thank our king sponsor, Johnny Custom Glock. His life is too short to have a Glock trigger that sucks. So follow him on all his socials. Go back in time. All right. And look at his old videos where he's telling you all the stuff he's doing because he shouldn't be doing that. I told him not to, but he did anyways. All right. To Sean Hilton for hooking us up with the cool armor blocks at Smoke Show 3D. Don't forget to use the Fsp
baby.
10 to get 10% off because Sean and Jordan are winning everything and you haven't got one yet. So go buy one. All right. We'll be selling them at the Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the Emporium, all right, thanks to the Self-Defense Emporium for always giving up those 2 hours a month on the simulator, which they painted the floor. They just got to
Y'all black now?
clear it, and it's up and running.
Nice.
So
Y'all black in there now?
have usage of that room back. All right, so
Sweet.
want to thank everybody for watching the show tonight. We really appreciate it.
Go to Musings with MGL right there. Watch us live every Thursday, 8-ish, except in 2 weeks it'll be at 7-ish. Musings with MGL on YouTube, Facebook, Frontside Press, Rumble.com, Musings with MGL. Like, share, subscribe,
Hey, my
follow
Rumble's
us
watching?
all.
Didn't
Rumblers?
see you miss
I had
it.
dinner at the Rumbler's house the other night.
Nice.
Do we have any Rumblers watching? Do we have any YouTubers watching? Probably not. Everybody still watches us on Facebook. Eh,
They're both watching from the
Better than
same
nothing.
screen.
we'll take them.
All right. So thanks, everybody.
Where we can get them.
That's right. We'll see you next week. Peace. Play
Goodbye.
music.
Peace out. Get yourself a nice revolver.